What is up, guys? This is Tristan, aka Young Pressure. Today we are going over how I made my first $10,000 a month pressure washing step-by-step guide. Here's the proof in the pudding. These are the receipts of it, so I'm not BSing. This is completely real. I'm showing you the proof right here, but I do this because I like getting comments like this, and it makes it super tangible advice, so I can distill it down to a very simple way. I've taken the courses, I've gotten the coaches, I've done all the stuff, but I give out the free game for free because I want to see you guys succeed. So I believe the more you're able to give, the more you're able to take. So we're going step by step in this video. Don't miss a step. Each step gets a little bit more critical. So I would highly advise you to stay throughout, and let's get this thing going, okay? So 1, get signs, not sexy signs. Don't make them crazy. Literally put your phone number in your service, put pressure washing service. That's it, right? So where was I putting these things? Okay, so I made a promise to myself every Thursday night and every Friday night that I would put out 25 signs. And where I put them, I literally put them on intersections. I put them on exits. I put them by malls, right? Malls is a little sneaky hack for you. And because a lot of these traffic happen at the malls on the weekends. So I like to put them near malls. I like to put them near pharmacies. I like to put them near hospitals. But I don't like to put them where it's private property. Don't do that. I've made that mistake and I've gotten fined for it. So don't do that. But I like to put them everywhere. And if you get a call by the city, don't put them over there, right? It's pretty common sense, but put them where they get eyes, right? It's like you can door knock a ton of people, quote unquote, door knock a ton of people by literally just putting a sign, right? You get more eyes by putting out signs. So put them in high traffic areas. How much did they cost me? They cost me $350 for a batch of 100. You can put them on Easy Marketing. I'll attach the link below. But that's by far the most affordable signs that I've seen. I try to make this like, you know, the best places where I can find this stuff. So I like to share it with you guys. But I made that promise to myself. And regardless if I got calls, I still did it. Regardless of how I felt, I still did it. Regardless if I was sick, I still did it. You know, champions are broken, and people often look at what they have, but they don't. And truth be told is that they just don't have an off button. So regardless, you know, you just go out there and keep doing it, right? So get the signs and put them out there. Simple first step that you can do to get a $10,000 pressure washing job, like I showed. 2 is get some door hangers, right? And with your door hangers, you don't want to overcomplicate. The simpler, the better, that I've noticed. Like the more complex that you make stuff, like it's going to be very hard for you. So try to make it super simple. This is why I do it. I try to distill complex information down for you to make it simple. So with door hangers, put your service, put your phone number, put a QR code directed to your website so it funnels, right? Russell Brunson's got a great book over it, but basically you want to funnel them to your website so they get educated on the service. Cool. So the door hanger strategies that I like to do, I've got a couple of them, right? So you could do the cold outreach stuff. So you just go across the neighborhood. If you're down one day and you got nothing to do, go and put out door hangers, right? But a door hanger strategy that I love to do is, if you're at a job, go beforehand and don't give them the door hanger yet. Just say, hey, we're going to be making a little bit of noise. Don't mind us. If you need anything, just let me know. Then after, say, thank you for your hospitality. I noticed your house was a little bit dirty, you know, and just kind of joke with them and then give them the door hanger. We provide pressure washing services and stuff like that, right? So 2 is door hangers, right? And I was putting out a lot of door hangers, right? But it takes a lot more volume than you actually think. That's the thing. And I love this story by Alex Hormozy. He like put out 300 door hangers or flyers, and the guy, his mentor, was like, dude, you got to put out 5,000 door hangers, right? A lot of people don't recognize how much volume it actually takes. This is a sacrifice, guys. You're not going to magically make $10,000 appear, right? But if you follow the steps, you definitely can. So put out a ton, put out a lot of volume. Okay, even if you don't get anything, don't get disheartened and don't get emotional. Just keep doing it. Cool. 3 is I made a very simple follow-up system that anyone can do right here. So let me show you what it was, right? All I did, I laugh about this because it's pretty funny, but it's super simple, is that you can just go on your phone and literally go to your notes app, write down all the customers that you have that are pending, right? And then put an emoji. Hey, I followed up with them today. Put an emoji. Ding, 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 ding. And then after you follow up with them, just keep putting a check mark emoji. Then at the end of the day, delete it. If they close, okay, delete the customer. That's what I did. And it worked. It's super simple follow-up system. All you have to do is just write down the pending customers and then put their phone number, put a check mark. I followed up with these guys. I did my job, right? And if you do your job consistently, you'll make money. That is so simple. Like I said, champions are broken. People often look at what they have that they don't, but they just don't have an off button. Cool? Okay. So fourth is networked organically. And what does networking organically look like, right? I didn't pay for BNI meetings. I didn't pay to go to these crazy associations. I didn't do that. But what I did do is I told everyone that I was in business, but I didn't push it down their throat. And this is how you can do it right here, step by step, okay? So if I was at a bar or a wedding or anything like that, and I'll give you a story on, how I landed a few of my clients actually, was if I was at a bar or a wedding, I would talk about them so much that they had to ask about me, right? I wouldn't even mention what I was doing initially. But I would talk about them. Hey, what do you like to do? Oh, I like this. But make it organic, right? Don't go into interview mode, but I would talk about them a lot, and I would find intrigueness within what they do and who they are, and what you could do is you could raise your eyebrows to stuff, right? That's a nonverbal universal cue to actually engage into a conversation. But if I'm at these social scenarios, right, which I'd like to put myself into, then I would just go up to random people and just talk about them, right? Even if it was like a hot girl, I'd be talking about them, or if it was just some random dude, I'd just be talking about them. And then eventually they would ask oh, so what do you do? And then I would tell them this. It's oh, that's really cool. I'm, I may have some jobs for you. And then we would exchange information like that, right? But you give, and then you take, right? Until they ask you. So you keep giving until they ask, oh, what do you do? Right. And then that's your opportunity to actually tell, what you do and your pitch. Is that cool? So let me give you a story of what I did. I was at this wedding and I met this great guy, right? And I didn't know who he was beforehand, but what was super cool is that he was in with this property management group that he actually washed a couple of these houses, but he couldn't do it anymore. He was just so busy. So he decided to just hand them to me. And I was like, cool. And it was but I just kept asking. I was we had a mutuality interest of baseball, and we just kept talking to each other about baseball. I kept asking, just stuff about him, stuff about his story. And then he eventually asked what I do. And then he was like, oh, there's no way that you do that because I've got these and I just don't have the time for it. And then we were able to, be able to do that. Right. It's super simple, guys, but just give, right jab and take. Cool. So the fifth thing that I did was package deal system. This is so critical. I'm just going to go over it very simply. You want to establish 3 different options: a bronze, a silver, a gold, right? Your bronze, let's just say it's the house wash. Silver is the house wash windows, and your gold is every single service that you provide, right? And a lot of people will choose the gold package because they'll be like, dude, I didn't know you did that, right? You need to inform people that you actually do this stuff and they can do this. You can do this by the quote. And so you start to package different services and just envision it like the movie theater, right? If they move the popcorn, so you have your popcorn, right? And you know how expensive popcorn is at a movie theater. Everyone knows it's ridiculous. But the small is $5, the medium is $7.50, and the large is $8, right? And you can move that middle package or that medium to make the bronze or gold more enticing. So with that large example, I would just choose the large because it's 50 cents more than the medium. Or you could just move that down to $5.50 and the small is $5 and I just give me the medium, right? But you just move that middle package down. Cool? Okay, so the sixth thing that I did was reviews. You want to accumulate a ton of reviews, guys. I just can't emphasize this enough. Is that when you can accumulate reviews, it builds rapport with the customer, and you can just show the customer that. It just, like, there's a statistic that the majority of people value a random person's online review more so than their actual close friends or family. It's weird, but it's true. So put them in the Facebook groups, put them on your Google page, put them wherever, people look at. Is that cool? And then the last thing is, like, you just got to be relentless at it. Like, you got to think about it a lot. And to get to $10,000, that was like a major, like, milestone for me at the time. And it was like, dude, we did this, but it takes more work than you think. That's the thing. It's like, this is not going to magically appear. It's just, you've got to go out there and do the stuff regardless of how you feel, regardless of the circumstances, the external opinions of others, the chaotic environment that you may be in right now. And like, a lot of people are going to be doubting. A lot of people look at this stuff. It's like, oh, that's a high school job, this, and that. And it's like, dude, there's a lot of money in this stuff. So if you could just silence out the crowd and do what you need to do, I guarantee you it'll come. Guarantee you it will come. It's facts. I promise you guys. So let me just regurgitate all these back to you, right? So here's the proof that I did it. And here's the comments that I love to do it for. Get signs, get door hangers, make a very simple follow-up system, network organically, just give, and then take eventually. 5, do a package deal system, and then get reviews, and then just be relentless with it, guys. So if you got any type of value out of this, hit that subscribe button. It's all I ask for you guys. Seriously, it keeps me motivated to keep making videos for you guys, because I like to stay motivated. And it really does help out. So, guys, I have made an awesome video for you. Truthfully, an awesome video for you. I'm going to attach it in the middle of this screen, but it's like 3 creative ways that you can land big pressure washing tickets, like $10,000 pressure washing tickets. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and take a look at it. But I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you later. Peace.